Okay, this is part 2 on the revelation that God gave me about what it means to use your authority as a believer. So if you've not seen part 1, go watch that because that had a lot of info, and then we'll dive into this. Okay, so after I figured out how a manager knows what their role is in a restaurant and how they know how to tell the employees what to do, he said to me, the best managers are the ones who know that they don't own the restaurant, but they treat it as if they do. They take this restaurant and they say, this is my baby now too. And I am going to take care of this because I care about the goal of this place. That's what we're supposed to do as believers with the entire earth. We're managers of the entire earth, and we're doing kind of a crappy job. So when I was asking him, like, where's the line? You know, like, where does my authority end and yours begins? Like, where do you step in? And he was like, there is no line. As long as you are not pretending to be God yourself, there is no limit. The limit does not exist. So he said, not only am I giving you permission to do these things, it is literally your job. Like, you don't have to ask my permission to go pray for somebody to be healed. Do it. If you see a problem, you take care of it right then and there. Because if you come to an employee and you're like, hey, I think that you need to do your job because the owner's going to get mad if you don't. That's not real authority. They're going to see right through that and they're not going to respect you. You have to come at them and be like, listen, I'm in charge here because the owner of this place put me in charge. I'm the manager now, so I'm going to make sure you get in line. So things like, if your body is not doing what God designed it to do, that's a belligerent employee, and you have every right to take authority over that. If there is demonic activity in your household, get the rats out of the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't wait around for God to do it for you, because he's asking you to participate with him and do it yourself. He wants to work with us. He doesn't, like, we're not in a game of Sims here. Like, he is asking us to do our part, and we do that by making decisions on his behalf. Here's the thing though, you can't run a restaurant if you've never read the handbook. This is why it's so important to get into your Bible and know what God says about the way he wants this earth managed by his people. One more thing, it's also not your job to determine how that belligerent employee responds. It's just your job to enforce that obedience.